Hello folks, Outlaw 2747 here for another rant. Sorry guys, I've been taking too long doing these rant stuff, I know, but I've been really busy, a lot of stress going on, but you know, I'm going to have a quick rant here. I'm going to get to the nitty gritty. I work at a pet store, some of you already know. I work for retail, and of course you know, I get my share of complete idiots. The worst idiots are usually the people who want alligators. Most people are like, especially people who have alligators, well, why are you saying that? Well, I can understand if, you know, you're into an animal, you're like, oh, wow, that's awesome. But, you know, when you get an animal such as an alligator, I suggest you do your research. I get people who come in and ask me, what do alligators eat? Haven't these people ever watched the Discovery Channel or National Geographic? What do alligators eat? Holy crap. Anything it can overpower. It's an alligator, people. Look at the teeth on it. Look at the tail. Look at the body. Look at what it does. There's so many horror flicks on alligators. It's ridiculous. Or crocodiles. Crocodiles or caimans. Anything like that. Come on now, people. What, you think it eats plants? It's an alligator, folks. An alligator. Then you get the people who ask, well, how big does it get? Alright, maybe if you don't know the exact size, that's fine. They can get over 13 feet long. Okay? But just know the fact that it gets big enough to kill you. Need I say more? Oh yeah, quick story here. I had a lady who has a kid, by the way, and she was with 3 of her friends. She has the nerve to ask me, if this alligator gets big, will it eat my baby? You know what? It saddens me that people like that are allowed to reproduce. I was like, miss, with all due respect, when that alligator gets big enough, your child might be on the menu. And she just laughed. And got it. Enough said. But people, when you're dealing with an animal like an alligator or any reptile, and matter of fact, any pet, do at least a little bit of research, just a little bit. I mean, come on now. It helps the people who work at the pet store because you don't have to ask these stupid moron questions like, what do they eat? I even had somebody ask me, do they walk? Do they walk? Oh my goodness. I'm glad she didn't have enough money to buy one. She really wanted one. Idiot. But folks, it's ridiculous. Learn about the animal first, at least something. You know, I can understand a little question here and there, but stupid questions like that, yes, there is such thing as a stupid question. Those is moronic. You shouldn't even have that animal. Did you know that alligators can kill you with just their tail? They don't have to bite you? There's probably people looking at the alligator saying, oh, really? If you're looking at your alligator and saying, oh, really, you probably shouldn't have an alligator. I mean, there's so many requirements to keep this thing. First of all, a lot of them don't even make it to adulthood. Why? Because they stress really easily. They don't like being handled too much, a lot of them. You can tame them down, but only to a certain degree. Certain individuals will just stress out and die. Secondly, no one knows what to do with them when they get huge. I have people quit on them when they get 2 feet long and try to bring them back to the pet store. No, you can't do that. I'm sorry. We're not going to take your giant alligator because you're too inept to realize that this creature gets huge enough to kill you or take up space, destroy your home. Folks, in most cases you need like an outdoor setup for this thing. And for you folks who live in Philadelphia and all these other cold places, okay, yeah, good luck. Unless you can find some type of large enclosure or some huge pond, something like that for it to live in. It needs a large habitat. It's a large reptile. It's one of the largest reptiles in the world, people. Come on now. Ask the people who live in Florida. They'll tell you. Come on now. A lot of this stuff ain't hard. If you want a large animal that kills stuff, most people want alligators because A, they're cute when they're little, and B, they kill stuff. There's a lot of things that are cute and kill stuff. Some snakes are considered cute. Get yourself a snake. They're easier to keep. Or get a monitor lizard, okay? A lot of people think monitor lizards are cute when they're babies, and then you get like, most of them get about 5 feet long. Get one of those. Not an alligator, which requires, you know, a filter, something for it to bask on, a light, a really large enclosure, adequate heat, adequate food and amounts of it. Hello, this animal can kill your children. This animal can kill Fido. You can't let it run around the house. There's a risk of salmonella doing that. Come on, people. It's not that hard. And then you're putting the animal at risk because you're too enough to kill. I can understand people make mistakes with pets. But for an alligator, a lot of this is common sense, which isn't really common. It's common knowledge. And then you get the whole rumor about, oh, well, alligators grow to the size of your tank. If that were true, I wouldn't have so many people every week asking me, can you take my alligator, please? Or the zoo wouldn't get so many requests to take an alligator if they stayed to the size of their tank. And sure enough, I'm pretty sure they would be high on the market. For sale, alligator that's 20 years old, grown to the size of a tank. Oh, by the way, they can live over 50 years. Might outlive you. Who's going to take over the alligator when you die? Provided it lives that long in the first place. Think about it. I really don't have much else to say about it. Just people, if you're interested in the crocodilian, research this animal. Please. Research it, research. I'm getting tired of looking into papers of people dumping alligators in creeks. And supposedly these things survive and get big and wind up killing your kids. Or injuring them. You know, your kid, you know, because bad enough is bad parenting out there, they don't even watch their kids anyways. Goes to the creek, sticks his hand in there, all of a sudden the alligator says, chomp. Yeah, people sticking 2-3 foot alligators in the creeks. They've caught a few in Philadelphia. Or at least in the suburbs. It's ridiculous. It's unacceptable. Anyways. That's the end of my rant. Outlaw 2747. Signing the fray off. Adios.